What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. This is T-Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today we're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather and his continued quest to clean up boxing. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate the feedback. Now let's get into it. So, Floyd Money Mayweather, aka TBE, the best ever, has been on a continuous quest in order to find ways to straighten out boxing as a whole and take care of the business of boxing in general. He's been at the front of movements to clean up the sport via testing, as well as he's been a big proponent of eliminating belts, not only due to the crazy sanctioning fees, but also due to the confusion caused by so many belts in boxing. As most of you know, there's always your standard championships in each weight class and the four standard organizations: the IBF, the WBO, WBC, and WBA. Now, when you've got four belts in one division, that means you could possibly have four champions, but it doesn't stop there. You've also got some organizations that offer a gold champion, a silver champion, an interim belt, a regular championship, and also a super distinction, meaning you can have in one weight class up to 7, possibly 8 recognized champions at one time. For the casual or average boxing fan, this may become confusing, and Floyd's on the quest to fix that. That being said, he's looking to create his own belt, whether it be the Mayweather belt or some other organization that supersedes all of the other four organizations and what they bring to the table. The holder of this belt will be recognized as the actual champion in their division. So let's dissect that for a moment. What would it take for this to actually work? Number one, all of the organizations would have to be in agreement that this one particular belt is more prestigious than all the rest. I think that's going to be the biggest area of concern in getting this project off the ground. Instead of superseding these belts, it's possible you'll go from having 4 confusing championships to 5. Now, another way this would work is when you look at the ranking systems, typically when you become a champion in one organization, all of the other organizations drop you from their rankings. For example, let's think about welterweight. The WBO champion is Terrence Crawford. He has that singular belt, so he's unranked by the WBC, WBA, and IBF. On the flip side of that coin, Errol Spence holds those 3 belts: WBC, WBA, and IBF. He's actually super champion of the WBA. There's a secondary title holder in Eimantas Stanionis. As such, in the other organizations, neither Errol Spence or Eimantas Stanionis are recognized in the ranking system. So there's no way for them to become a mandatory to the champion of a different organization. For Spence, he can't go and get that WBO belt as a mandatory challenger. He's got to strike a deal with Terrence Crawford to fight for it. For Eimantas Stanionis, he can't pursue any other belts via the ranking system. He's got to wait to fight the champion, be it Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford. For the Mayweather belt to matter and to supersede all others, they need to keep their ranking system consistent no matter what belt a title holder holds. For example, Errol Spence could hold those 3 belts and he'd still be ranked on the Mayweather system. I think that's the best way for this to work because it allows you to see the best fight the best from a mandatory standpoint, from a ranking standpoint. If that one particular item is cleaned up in all the other belts, in reality, you don't need a Mayweather belt. So my question to you today is this: what would the Mayweather belt actually fix in boxing? And is there something in particular that can be done outside of adjusting the ranking system to include champions in other organizations? What could they do to fix it and eliminate all of these either unnecessary belts or convoluted idea of who's the king of a particular division or queen in some cases? Now, that being said, we'd love to get your thoughts. This has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next time, I'm out. Peace.